Hi there, this is Chris Piercy of Gist Coaching, here today with an audio relaxation exercise that I'm going to call a hypnotic escape. Now, whatever you've got going on in your life at the moment, this relaxation exercise is just designed to get you to take some time for yourself, some time out, away from your life, away from your troubles, and just to calm down, relax, and just be at ease. So if you've got a lot going on, this is the perfect exercise for you. Now, I think it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway, that if you want to go ahead with this exercise, then it's best to do it at a time where you're able to switch off from things. So you're not going to have children or partners or friends disturbing you. Turn your phone on to silence and just find yourself somewhere where you're going to be at peace. So once you've found that particular place, just sit down, get your feet flat on the floor, and just get yourself comfortable in that position. There's no specific things you have to do really in order to completely relax now, but just get yourself nice and comfortable. And to begin with, just start to notice what your breathing is doing. So just notice whether you're breathing fast, or you're breathing slow. And there's no need to make any efforts to slow your breathing down now, but just notice what your breath is doing at the moment. Just notice what happens around your body when you breathe in now. So there's the more obvious things like your chest rising and maybe it's something in your mouth and your throat, feeling the air coming into your lungs. But maybe just by paying attention to it, you can notice that it changes in other parts of your body as well. And as I mentioned, there's no need to try and change anything that you're doing with your breathing at this moment, but just to allow it to fall into a nice, natural, calm, steady pace. And what I'd like you to do now is just to allow your eyes just to comfortably close in the next few seconds now. And just take a moment to thank yourself for taking this time for you. Life is hectic, and that's the case whether you have children, whether you have a busy job, maybe you have both, maybe you have a crazy social life, maybe you have all of the above. But life just feels just that much busier than it's ever been. So what we can end up doing is falling into the bad habit of not taking time for ourselves. Me time is really important. So it's great that you're listening to this now and actually taking some me time, just to kind of bring everything back towards focusing upon yourself. Because being selfish is by no means a bad thing to do. It's important to look after yourself. Looking after yourself, in turn, allows you to look after others around you. And it allows you to enjoy life that bit more and to face any problems that you have with a more calm and relaxed mind now. So I'd like you to begin to relax more deeply now. And to do so, I'd like you to imagine what colour you would associate with the word relaxation. There is no right or wrong answer to this. It's just whatever feels right for you. And I want you to imagine that whilst you're sat there comfortably now with your eyes closed, that your entire vision could fill up with this relaxation colour. Now, you might have the sort of mind that's very visual and you're genuinely seeing this colour in front of you now. Or maybe you're just thinking what it would feel like if you were to be able to see that colour. And there's no right or wrong. It's just that different people's minds work in different ways. Now that you're imagining that this relaxation colour surrounds you, I'd like you to imagine the strange ability to be able to inhale that colour, as if breathing in deeply now brought in that relaxation into your body. Take a deep breath in now, really deeply into the bottom of your lungs. And just notice how good it feels to breathe in that relaxation. And then when you breathe out, just imagine tension just leaving your body. So each breath in fills you with relaxation, and each breath out lets tension leave. And perhaps now you could imagine if there's any parts of your body that still feel like they're tense. Just have a scan through your body from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers and to the top of your head, and just notice if there's any part, any muscle, any fibre or tendon that feels as if it is tense right now. And if you're feeling tension there, just imagine that when you take your next deep breath in, that you could move that breath through your lungs, through your bloodstream, and then direct that relaxation to that point. And also when you exhale tension, that you're exhaling tension from that point. And just doing this and allowing yourself to become more deeply relaxed with each breath that you take. And I'm going to give you a few moments just to sit in silence, contemplating how relaxed you are. And if at any point your mind starts to wander, that's okay. As soon as you notice it wandering, just bring it back to the idea of being relaxed. I'd like you to think now about all of the things that are concerning you in your life, that are dragging you down, making you worry, making you concerned, causing you stress. I'd like you to just think about what those things are. Now, if your mind starts going deeper and spiraling off, thinking about the exact details, just bring yourself back to the idea of just maybe naming kind of a headline of what this particular thing is. Just think about all these different things. Maybe there's one, maybe there's a few. But just think about these things that you'd like to let go of in a couple of minutes' time. And there's no right or wrong here, there's no judgment. This is a safe space for you to completely relax and let go of all of your troubles. So hopefully now you have a clear idea in your mind of what you would like to let go of. And in a moment, you are going to be letting go of all of these things. Because I'd like to imagine that in front of you now is a door. A doorway through to the most relaxing place imaginable. For each different person, this will be a completely different place. And this doesn't have to even be a place which exists in the real world. It can just be made up. Maybe it's your favourite spot from your house just 5 minutes away. Maybe it's on the other side of the world from a holiday you went on. Maybe it just simply doesn't exist and you're piecing together parts of your favourite different places and just combining them into one deeply relaxing place. And this incredible place is just 5 steps away through that door. And what I'd like you to do is imagine that as I count from 5 down to 1, that you are taking a step towards that doorway with each number that I count. Each number that I count allows you to feel more relaxed, and when you get to the doorway, you can close the door behind you and you can let go of all of those things that are dragging you down, causing you stress, and making you worry. And that's just 5 steps away. Let's take you through that doorway now in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step through that doorway, close the door behind you, and look into this incredible, relaxing, beautiful place that you've imagined in your mind. This is a place where you've just let go of all of your responsibilities. You're not needed by anyone or anything. There is nothing for you to do. There's no chores. There's no work. There's no arguments or stress or worry. It's just a place for you to relax completely. So I'd like you to deeply imagine the details of this place. So think about what it would look like. So think about the different objects that are around, whether they're trees or rocks, or maybe there's buildings. Think about the different colours that you can see. And imagine that you've got perhaps the ability now to change the colours just to make it absolutely perfect, so that this place feels as relaxing as it could be. Think about the sounds which would surround you if you were in this place right now, deeply relaxed. Perhaps there would be nothing but silence. But maybe you can hear nature. Maybe you can hear birds singing. Maybe you can hear waves gently crashing onto a beach. Like I said, there's no right or wrong with this. There's only what's right for you in this exact moment in time. Now I want you to concentrate on how it feels to be in this place. The different feelings. So think about the temperature. Whether it's warm or cold, or whether it's hot, and whether it's just absolutely right, and what that would feel like on your skin. Think about what it would be like to walk around this place. Maybe you're barefoot walking on a beach and you can feel the sand between your toes. Maybe you have hiking boots on and you're walking high up on a mountain somewhere. Maybe you're simply lying down in a grassy park with no one around you. But just imagine what all those different things would feel like for you in this perfect and relaxing place in your mind. Now perhaps you can even consider the smells of the place you're in. Maybe there's nothing at all. Maybe you can smell the sea. Maybe you can smell freshly cut grass. Maybe you can smell the cocktail that's in your hand. There is no limit to what you can imagine in this place in your mind. And there's no limit to how relaxed you can feel within this place. I'm just going to give you a few moments just to enjoy being in this place, feeling deeply relaxed and away from absolutely everything. I want you to use this time and this space that you've created for yourself as a reminder of how important it is to take time for you. Notice how great it feels just to relax and have no responsibilities upon you. Being this relaxed not only helps you in your mind, but it also allows you to become more receptive to ideas as well. As a result of taking this time out for yourself, you're going to begin to feel physically stronger and fitter in every way. You'll feel more alert, more wide awake after this, and as if you have more energy. Your endurance will increase, so you'll become less easily tired and less easily fatigued as well. Things will not bother you as much. You will not become discouraged so easily. You will not feel down as easily either. Every day, you will become so deeply interested in whatever you're doing, in whatever is going on around you, that your mind will become completely distracted away from yourself and your problems. You will not think nearly so much about them. You will no longer dwell on them. You will not concern yourself over your difficulties and focus on the positives and your strengths. You'll become less conscious of yourself, much less preoccupied with what other people think about you, and begin to focus on what you think of yourself and how you can feel better about yourself. You will concern yourself with your own feelings and not the thoughts and opinions of others. Your nerves are going to become stronger and steadier. Your mind will become calmer and clearer, more composed, more placid, more tranquil. You will become much less easily worried, much less easily agitated, much less fearful and apprehensive, and much less easily upset. You will be able to think more clearly. You will be able to concentrate more easily and for longer as well. You will be able to give undivided attention to whatever you are doing. Your memory will rapidly improve, and you will be able to see things in their true perspective without magnifying your difficulties. You'll be able to view things from a more positive perspective and be able to reframe any negative thing in a more positive way. Every day you will become emotionally much calmer, much more settled, much less easily disturbed as well. Every day you will become and you will remain more and more completely relaxed and less tense each day, both mentally and physically. Each day you will become more confident. You will develop more confidence in your ability to do the things that you want to do, without the fear of failure, without the fear of consequences, without unnecessary anxiety. You will not need reassurances from others. You will be able to reassure yourself. You'll be able to stand up on your own 2 feet, stick up for yourself, and believe in your decisions. You will do this no matter how difficult or trying things may be. Every day you will feel a greater feeling of personal well-being, a greater feeling of personal safety and security than you have felt for a long, long time. And because all these things will begin to happen exactly as I tell you, you will become more and more content and happy with your life. You will become more optimistic about life. You will be able to depend on yourself more than ever. You'll be able to trust your own efforts, trust your own judgment, trust your own opinions, and not feel like you have to depend or rely upon other people. I will now invite you to spend as long as you need to, just enjoying this beautiful place that you've created in your mind. Knowing that there's nowhere to be, there's nothing to say, there's no worry, there's no work. There's just you taking time for yourself and being at ease. So enjoy this time for as long as you would like to.